So, I was quickly looking, for some good candidates, and I believe like all of these, maybe better this one than that one. This is like, if I look at the current weather, we have like 3 statute miles of visibility. We have rain there, and the MSFS translates any kind of rain to 0 visibility. So probably not a good idea to go there. We also have rain here. But we'll see. And we don't have rain right now there, but it can change. Anyway, this looks to me quite tempting, both Porterville and Delano. The reason is that both airports have approaches whose the minima on those approaches are actually just under 500 feet, 500 feet AGL. So that's something that, if those conditions hold, would be quite nice to actually go to one of those. Any preference there?
I haven't checked. I only checked the airports to the north, so I'll just go with your preference, I guess.
All right, so let's quickly see. This is Delano approach, GPS one. It has like LNAV minima of 400 feet AGL, so that's good. And then we have the Porterville, and there is a GPS approach whose minima is also like 450 feet AGL. So both of those are viable options for us. This one looks a little bit more interesting as far as the approach goes.
Yeah.
So let's see, we have initial approach fixes here.
I think Porterville even has a VOR alpha.
I would go
with,
for an ILS.
Doesn't have ILS, only VOR.
I would go for the Meadows Field, which has an ILS.
VOR, yeah, this is VOR also minima. And that one was GPS, and it has straight minima. It doesn't even say if it's LPV, LNAV, or what the heck is that one.
GPS RNAV 1.2.
No, GPS, right. It's not RNAV, it's just GPS.
Yeah.
IFR approach mode prior to IF.
It's straight in minimums, but nothing about. Guess it doesn't have an LPV.
No,
what about the Meadows Field, Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Lima?
Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Lima. Bakersfield.
No, Meadows Field.
Yeah, that's that one. But do we want ILS?
Well, it's the most the ensuring that you're going to land.
That's true. But let's see. Yeah, this one has low visibility. Well, also an option, of course. And we haven't flown ILS for quite a while, right? Maybe never.
Can't remember last time I flew ILS on a group flight.
Yeah, maybe some people were flying ILS, but not me. So that's actually also an option.
I remember diverging sometime last year and flying an ILS, but was, I don't know, a while back.
Okay, the minimum visibility is 2,400 feet. For ILS, it's actually 1,800 feet. All right. And we have the initial peaks either Gorman That's quite to the south. Or we can start with the here Amont maybe. So let's see where those points are. Oh, okay, but a different field.
The
But
thing
it
is
does.
that your departure from Yankee Kilo is going to give you to lead you already very much south because you have to go to Lake Hose.
To where?
The VOR Lima Hotel Sierra.
Lake Hughes. Oh, all the way to the south there.
Yes, so you will go there anyway.
Yeah, maybe not all the way there, but yes, we can go south. Remember, we had some, published procedures here that were flying lower than this 12,200. So we can also fly there, and it should be pretty much, I believe, visual in these. Let me change the path. And also, if we go for LHS, okay, so in these parts, it might be even visual. We have some mountain obscuration, AirMed. That one is. So let me close what. So everybody good with going for ILS today?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Okay, and let's also, for reference, find GMN. Okay, that's,
Thomas, I'm just
yes.
going to fly VFR, change the weather maybe, because obviously I'm not an expert in IFR.
Or give it a try, you know.
Yeah. Well, I need to first. I'm a rustic pilot today. I need to see if I can even land properly. So I just take it easy but hopefully in the near future. But I will fly. I'll fly.
Okay. So we either
And
start
I'm
with,
allowed to
yeah.
change. I'm allowed to change the weather, right? That's.
Yes, but you should keep at least if we have ATC control, you should keep the pressure and winds as
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
as close to real weather as possible.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so I will use this one as a helper because I don't want to be crossing these mountains here, so I definitely want to fly someplace there, you know, first. So let me just put it here so I can see, and then switch back to see where we can actually join any kind of airway. So maybe to Chariot or something like that, you know. This is just something of an guess what we're gonna try. We are making it longer. Anyway, to be honest, if we can start from Amont, right? We don't even need to go there. So, and is
On
it?
airway, a month.
Yeah, that's on airway, all the way to Bakersfield, right? So we would
Yeah.
we would basically capture the ILS while on the airway. Also unusual.
How are we going to depart from?
Okay, yeah. Let's check the departures first. That's a good idea. So we have one departure procedure, we have departure procedure obstacles, and we have takeoff minima. So let's first say what this one says. Was it like this? Yes. Departure procedure, runway 20, use Lake Hughes RNF departure. Okay, takeoff minima. Okay, Lake Hughes RNF departure. It's like used to obstacle, like so this is one, and then we have Inyokern 2. So let's open both of them. Let's see what we have. Inyokern 2 departure, that's actually taking us all the way to Lake Hughes. 10,000. And obstacle departure also takes us to Lake Hughes, and this is RNF. GPS required, and this one doesn't require any GPS. Right. Climb to 10,000 on heading and radial to LHS Vortex, then proceed on course. Okay, I believe that we are, what Spiros is trying to tell us is that we are forced to go to Lake Hughes, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
If we can't depart visually.
No, Thomas, you could depart VFR, right? Because it is
Yes.
VFR weather. You're just trying
Yes.
to do IFR. Okay.
Yes,
Get
yes,
it.
we can. But let's depart this one. What is kind of puzzling to me is that this one is the SID, like standard instrument departure, and that can all only be assigned by ATC in the end. But there is like the airport itself is not towered. So that means that you would need to be cleared for the departure from some higher controller. Probably Joshua departure here. Which is kind of, I don't think that it's entirely usual or common, but it happens. So let's say that we are cleared and we basically go all the way to Lake Hughes, 10,000 feet, and we have a standard with minimum climb of 400 feet per nautical mile to 8,200. My aircraft can do it. But let's you all make sure that you can do it as well, because this is quite a lot all the way to 8,200. Anyway, if I look at the weather again, what kind of wind do we have right now? If I go to observations, we have wind here, which is very close to us, and the wind is actually from 230. So runway 20 is actually a good one if we have similar winds there. So that's good. LHS, yes. All right. So I believe that departure is quite simple. Close that one. And in that case, we can actually use this viewer quite easily to get into the ILS. And I believe that absolutely correct way to do would be like this, at least for the plan. And then we can be cleared direct to the VOR by ATC.
Why we have to do it with jetways?
We don't, but regarding the planning of the altitudes, I would say.
Well, it says 10,100,
Yeah, it says
and the other is if you go directly, what is the minimum that you have to climb?
10,400.
Yes, so it doesn't change a lot. You will
Yeah.
still need to go to 11,000.
That's true.
And also, it's going to be a very tough turn.
Yeah, what I was also thinking about was that basically we could, intercept this airway and actually turn.
Yes, but that's not legal.
Oh, well, if ATC clears you, then it is.
Yes, if you have a radar, you can look.
Yeah.
If you assume that you can vector yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think when we fly on vaccine and when there is nobody there, let's assume that we don't have vectors and radar.
All right. Yeah, I don't think that it would be illegal per se, because here you have 9,000. You can
No,
capture it.
illegal because it's not in a proper IFR plan. You cannot say I'm going to vector myself on the flight plan, and as
Not
long as you don't have somebody to vector you,
not the vector yourself, but you can still intercept the radial. But yeah, let's not let's do it like this. Okay, so from LHS we have the Gorman VOR, and from there it's an initial approach fix for our ILS approach. And that one, so what we require. First, what is the wind forecast for this? Right now they have winds from 320 at 10 knots, which is great for runway 30. And the forecast was that was actually forecast. The METAR is 290. So forecast is actually for 320, and then we have temporary. Yeah, this is actually us. 2 statute miles. Nice. Temporary. And yeah, so the weather is really tough here. 2 statute miles is still enough for us to fly this approach. Obviously, we need to have an alternate today, so we'll look at it afterwards. And we don't plan on circling, and circling minima are, well, still low enough, I would say, so we can do it if we need to. DME required. Visual descent path not available with portable altimeter setting, so that I believe means that if you don't have altimeter for this airport, yeah, you can use portable altimeter, but you need to increase decision altitude, increase everything. For inoperative lightning system, increase the visibility. For localizer, okay. Therefore, inop when using portable altimeter, increase again. So increases in case of some equipment not working. So not a problem for us here. So we would be flying from the VOR on the radial 344, and then we would intercept the localizer at Fasto. And Fasto, where is Fasto? That's intermediate fix, and then we continue flight over to Chupex. Where is the no PT information? I don't see that. So maybe we'll look into NOTAMs. Because otherwise we would be forced to fly this holding pattern. If I don't see any no PT, even if it's aligned. We have here 4500 no PT, but we don't have it.
You can go via Amont.
Yeah, we can, but we will be at Gorman.
Yeah, if you take that away, but I guess it's a steep turn, but you could take Victor 165.
I would, all logic would dictate to me that even, for this, it applies. Actually, yes, it is here, 9000 and no PT.
Yeah, okay.
So it's already there, okay. And that obviously applies to this one because there is no other, procedure turn depicted on the approach. So, all right, so that is, and then we continue. We capture the localizer at Jupex. This lightning symbol means that this is the point or like place where you should start navigating the localizer, and you have a guaranteed, signal. You can obviously start earlier if you can, but then you need to still not to rely on it completely, because indications might be faulty. So this is it's a final approach fix, and then we continue on the 301 course all the way to the decision altitude, which for us is, well, let's say 700 feet, right? MSL. It's 200 feet AGL. If we need to go missed, then we would climb to 1000 and then doing climbing right turn to 3000 on shafter radial 145 and direct this shafter vortex and hold there, and we would continue climbing the hole to 3000. So it says climbing right turn, but it's almost straight ahead. So what you would need to have prepared in your navigation radios is definitely shafter VOR. So I recommend when flying this portion here from Gorman and looking to intercept the ILS or localizer, then once you tune in the localizer on your probably first navigation radio, I also recommend tuning shafter into your standby so you can quickly switch to it if needed. And I would probably it should not be a problem to fly this one on your secondary radio. Okay, is there anything really like complicated or confusing on this approach plate for anyone? If not, let's look for the alternates, because this definitely needs one. And I would probably choose some alternate, you know, from around here where they have some VFR weather. For example, Palmdale looks like a good alternate. Or then more north. I will probably.
How about Fresno? Kilo
Fresno.
Foxtrot, Alpha Tango.
That's someplace there.
Yeah.
Sorry, cannot find it. Here, Fresno, that one. Okay, also viable. Quite far. But this is also far. Well, closer. Yeah, I guess that it's also good. The weather looks okay for us, and if you want to plan it, then we need to also see if they have any approach that we can plan for, because we have alternate minima. So let's check that publication. Okay, which one was that? Fresno Yosemite. Fresno Yosemite here. Okay, so ILS Yankee or localizer Yankee is that's just for localizer category E. Okay, so special minima or alternate minima applies for category E aircraft, which we are not. So we can look if we have any. Well, we also have some ILSs. Here you can see it's alternate minima, but it applies to category E aircraft. And yeah, they have an approach that is suitable for us, so we can plan this one as alternate as well. So let me see if Bakersfield is here in the scenery, because if I can, I want to have some scenery. Meadows Field, how old is it? 3 years ago. Hard to say if it's worth it.
Oh.
Updating. Maybe I'll just use a default one.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to download sceneries.
All right. Okay, in that case, I just need to start it. because I need to start should be probably able to file a flight plan, right? Flight pre-file, flight plan pre-file, so we can do it.
Sorry, which airport do we go to?
The one you suggested. Why is it playing music?
Kilo Papa Tango Victor.
Bravo Foxtrot Lima. Where is the flight planning? File a flight plan. Yes. So let's see. We have light, then equipment will be Alpha for today, departure of block. It's 20, 200, so 20, let's say 20 altitude. Altitude, I'm gonna file 11,000. Airspeed, arrival.
The odd, or am I confused again?
What?
Shouldn't it be even? Sorry, shouldn't it be even for the northwestbound segment?
Yes. Thank you.
Yay.
The Bakersfield has also a star.
All right. Is it even relevant to us though?
Yes, it is. Because you go directly from the VOR transitioning. You have two transitions.
But the VOR, the Gorman VOR is...
No. The LA Lima Hotel Sierra. From Lima Hotel Sierra, you have two options to go.
Yeah, we can go from there, but then it's again tight turn.
Yes, but you can skip the direct because it says 10,000 and you can go directly to Ibwen as transition.
We can. Why does the star depict the ILS?
I guess some stars lead directly to an initial approach fix. In the US, not so often, but in Europe, it's pretty common, I think.
Okay, so it says from over Fasto, then we have the ILS localizer runway 30 right procedure. All right, so we can even go for this one. Remind me, Spiros, in the US you don't file stars into the flight plan, right?
You do.
You do?
Yes. In the US.
In the US you do. Okay, so in Europe you don't.
Yes.
Ah, okay. It's been like 2 years since I last filed star, so. All right. So even though stars are optional, we can actually fly this one. We can actually fly this one. Right. Okay. So, one more thing then. Let me just go into, just start this so I can have it loading to find out where I landed last time. And it was 1061. this one, so I want to depart from there. All right, so STAR stands for Standard Terminal Arrival Procedure, if I'm correct, and that is actually a procedure that will take you from your en route portion all the way to the approach. In our case, if we go to Lake Hughes as part of our departure procedure, then we can turn on a radial 305 and at 10,000 feet all the way to Ipwen, and then continue and join the 344 radial from Gorman. This part of the procedure is pretty much identical to what is published on the approach itself, right? With one difference, probably not. It's altitude 4,500 from Lebec, and here it's 4,800. But you know, that's not really a difference to me. So if we are flying this one, we should adhere to 4,800 all the way to Faster, and then we can descend to 2,500. This will probably require, well, probably the same amount of work and as if going through Gorman. So let's just visualize it here on the map. I believe that could we enter the code for this arrival? Let's see if we can actually put it here. Faster, yes. So this is how it would look like roughly, right? So we have a LHS to departure and then Faster to arrival, and this is what we would fly. And here this is Arvin. Arvin. That's probably overlaid with Faster, I would say, or very closely. Yeah, and then we can go straight in. As far as filing, that would be the plan. And I can do 10,000. We have KFAT as alternate. Let's verify that it was the correct one, right? FAT Fresno, yes. En route time. Roughly 1 hour. So 1 hour and 5 minutes for me. Fuel. Okay, so how much fuel do we need? We need obviously for the flight. Then we need also fuel to reach the alternate. And then extra 45 minutes. So if I'm going here, this is 1 hour and 2 minutes all the way to Fresno. Will I do that? Or will it just give me some bullshit? Yeah, it's there and back. So let's just do... Wasn't faster, right? It was faster. Yeah, let's say hour and 40 minutes and then extra 45 minutes and something extra. So I would like to take at least like fuel for 3 hours, just to be sure on this flight, because weather is really crappy. So before I depart, I will make sure that I have 3 hours of fuel. And that's it. That's it, I will file it. Nice clouds, light rain. Good. All right. All right. Oh, we have this Maverick hangar there now. Good. So I'm gonna start my plane and then start preparing. Should be interesting. Okay, I need to start my SPAD next, so otherwise I won't be starting any plane today. Now we need to wait for the sim to unfreeze. It started happening some time ago with freeze initially. Luckily, it doesn't happen afterwards. That's good. Okay, I don't want. That's a beacon. We have fuel pressure. One stroke should do it. Let's see if we can start this engine. Alright. Oil pressure is in the green. We can lean it. Okay, for the sake of preparation, let's say that we fueled before I started. Alright. So we got our pre-departure clearance. So squawk should be 5135. I'll just configure it 5135. Enter. Altimeter setting. The field elevation is 2457. I'll just do that. Let's that one good. So what we are gonna do is first we are flying the Inyokern 2 departure. That means that we need to have like Hughes VOR tuned in, which is 114.45, 114.35. So 114 and 35. Let's put it there. I would also like to have it on my second radio, which it already is there, to have a distance. Funnily enough, it picks it up. It should not. Then we will also need the Corman VOR, but for that I will only tune into the second radio, I think, for now. I might change my decision later, but it's like this, 116.1, and then into the standby of NAV1 I want to have an ILS for now, so 115.4. 115.4. No, 111.1. 111.9. That one. that's for now. I'm showing roughly 6.5 or 6.7. So let's put it to 6.7 here. Something like that. And today we're gonna be departing. Let's see. We're gonna be departing runway 20. So heading indicator to 20. And the radial that I want to intercept is 19er. Sorry, the radial is 015. But I will fly the course 195. It's funny that I have it on the ground already. And first heading will actually be 207. So let's do like so, 207. Okay, we are running on the left tank, which is all right. Okay. Flight plan. Do we need to enter it? We don't, right? So I will leave it out of it. I won't use map. We'll try to make it just by navigation instruments there, if I can. Okay. So the CETA frequency for this airport is 122.8, which we already have. And if no control comes online, then we will also need a CETA for our destination, which is 118.1. So 118.1. It's already said, it says Meadows Tower. All right. So let's get to it. Inyokern traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche at the ramp, taxiing to runway 20, Inyokern. Oh, that's...
Inyokern traffic.
And we have a first departure.
Inyokern traffic. November 19 Tango Kilo. Taxi runway 30 from Maverick hangar.
Inyokern traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, GA parking
taxiing to runway 20 Inyokern.
We had the in-up flag here for a while.
Inyokern traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, type Dark Kodiak, southern ramp, taxiing to runway 20 via Alpha, Inyokern.
Quite a wind. Should be away from the wind. Just
Inyokern Airport, Inyokern traffic, November 75600,
all warning.
the Cessna Type 172. Taxiing to runway 20, Inyokern traffic.
Right. Carb heat might be needed today. Okay. Pointing 279 or something like that. So let's do like this. Okay. All right. Let's do no flaps departure today. Yep. Inyokern traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, taking off runway 20, straight out departure, Inyokern. Right. So after departure, 207. Airspeed is alive. Gear up.
Inyokern traffic, Comanche 6 29 Lima, depart runway 20. straight out departure, Inyokern.
DME we should be at Coley intersection when it reaches
Inyokern
54.
traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, departing runway 20, straight out, Inyokern.
So let's go down a little bit, increase our airspeed a bit. Inyokern traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie at 5,000 feet, about 10 miles south of the field, and heading to the south. Final call, Inyokern.
Inyokern traffic, November 75600 is taking off from runway 20. Straight out departure, Inyokern traffic.
Inyokern traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, upwind, runway 20, 3100, climbing 10,000, departing southwest, final call, Inyokern.
Inyokern traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, upwind of runway 20, 4,600 feet, departing to the southwest, Inyokern.
Temperature is just below 10 degrees.
Inyokern traffic, Cessna
Still
19
fine.
Tango Golf, taking off runway 20, straight out departure, Inyokern.
Be some lighting. Okay. Let's do some white ones. It has, I don't know if it has some lights on the instruments, probably not. A bit of rain.
The wind is terrible.
You mean like it's shaking you, or is it just too much headwind?
Actually, both.
Because I'm sailing smooth right now.
You are not in the cloud yet.
Almost. But not yet.
Inyoker traffic number 1 Tango, 3,200 feet.
Let's quickly check that Microsoft didn't change.
Departing south, Inyokern.
There is turbulence realistic. Okay. So the wind should be coming from 2-3. Okay, so it's actually headwind. Oh. It says that the wind will be like 50 knots from the west. Oh my god. So what is my speed towards the VOR? Just 80 knots, okay. Yeah, I'm not converging, so I'll just converge a little bit more.
Now speed 50 knots.
Yeah, I'm looking at my plan. It says like 50 knots of wind speed from the west. Nice.
There's a bit of a front coming through here.
Yeah, so I will try to converge a little bit more. I'm too far away from that radio. And if we have like very strong winds from the west, then yes, I need to converge quite a lot. Almost at 10,000 feet. We have 0 degrees almost, so the icing could actually happen. It's a nice break in scenery. will turn on my carb heat because I believe it is happening, even though I have full power. Because it doesn't want to climb. Let's turn carb heat on.
I'm grabbing at 40 degrees to the right in order to counteract the wind. So after all, it's not going to be a tight turn. After all, at the VOR.
Yes, we need to find something positive in it, right?
Everything is positive so far. It's IFR. You fly a real instrument inside the cloud. What else?
Yes. I needed to alter my departure procedure because with heading 207 I would never have intercepted the radial that I should be at. And I'm actually above the clouds right now.
Yeah, I guess that's why it says radar required on that procedure.
Probably. I'm flying 240 heading and finally started converging on the radial. And I had to put my carb heat on because I believe that was starting to accumulate some ice in my engine.
The separator open as well.
Now I removed it again and let's see. We are crabbing quite a lot, so what is our ground speed? 90 knots only, okay. Our true airspeed is about 145 knots and the ground speed is 94. Nice winds. I believe we are intercepting the radial finally. I'll just turn very slightly to the left. And we will try to maintain this heading. We'll see. Maybe a little bit more to the right.
Before coming here, I was doing a short flight landing to Anchorage, and the meter was saying frosting mist, 0 elevation, and I was on the ILS of 07 right, minima 330 baro, and the moment I got the call out of minima from the first officer, that's the point where I just saw a few red lights from the runway. That was really a good situation for ILS.
Oh yes.
Let's see if we get something similar today.
Alright, so from Gorman, I believe it's already picking it up. No, I actually have the... Yeah, I have that one, so I don't have a Gorman yet tuned in. I need to fly really crabby here. So, let's put it here. Actually, I'm on the radar right now, so maybe just slightly less, but not much. Like this, and we'll see. Well, actually, do like carb heat. Loses quite a power, but yes, let's do it. Now we are in the soup. So we are 20 minutes almost in the air. It's gonna take us another 25 minutes to even reach Lake Hugh. It's gonna be a long flight. Yeah, we are now to the wrong side of it. Let's try this heading for a while and we'll see how we manage. We are back on it. A little bit more to the right. Let's try to find some wind correction angle that works for us. According to my navlog, it should take me around 37 minutes to reach KIYK. So far we've been in the air for 22. And I don't think that it's gonna take 37. It's like maybe, if you look at time, still 20 minutes, so like 43. The wind is quite vicious here. Cannot see anything. Let's switch the tanks. Still 33 miles to Lake Hughes. So after we reach Lake Hughes, it's gonna be slightly more than 90 degrees turn to start the standard terminal arrival. Yeah, star. I believe for this purpose can already prepare a radar 305 on our second nav radio while maintaining control of the aircraft. This is where we will be gonna turning onto when we reach Lake Hugh. We're now to the right of the course, so increase power. We were able to descend back to 10,000 feet and actually going more down, which we don't want. Still just maintaining the radio. Sometimes the aircraft just turns without me wanting it to. Oh, I see outside a little bit.
News will be clear of clouds about, I don't know, 20 miles from the VOR, clearing up a bit.
Yeah, I'm just coming out. I'm 26 miles from the VOR.
I guess you're not far behind me then. 3 miles, I guess.
Yeah, I exited clouds for now. I'll go back in the soup when descending.
Yeah.
But that crab angle is something.
Yeah, it's like 30 knots crosswind and 40 knots headwind. 150 knots true, yay, and 110 ground speed. Right.
Well, my ground speed, according to the DME, is about 100.
Yeah.
And it was just 90 some time ago, so I guess
All these horsepowers and you're still going as fast like a Cessna.
Spiros must be standing still.
That would make for a very short landing.
Actually, with hearing all of you being out of the clouds, I feel like the Averill brothers from Lucky Luke. The moment I crossed 5,000, I'm in the clouds, in the rain all the time.
And do you have some extra weather engine?
I don't know. The thing is that next time I will bring more engines with me.
Ah. Enjoy the challenge. And how far are you from the Lake UVOR?
27 miles.
Uh-huh. So that's right about when I exited the clouds. Okay, I'm able to
Can you see a controller at Meadows Field?
I don't see any controller anywhere for us yet.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm. Thank you.
Relay center is suspiciously absent again.
Just remember, if you get, contact me message and you are in some critical portion of the flight, just, fly the airplane.
Right.
Right, because they have a tendency, you are on the final, you're like kind of establishing on the localizer, and they will just send you the contact me message, and then they would get mad when you don't reply. So then you can, explain afterwards why you haven't. If you have a capacity, of course, you can contact them, but if not, just fly the plane and navigate first.
we have a Seattle center. That's sort of rare this time of day.
Yeah, it seems that my directional gyro is still pretty much synchronized with my magnetic compass. I will keep the lights on. A little bit of cloudy turbulence there. I'll try to fly, yeah, this heading. 17 more miles. And looks like, at least for some time, we're gonna be clear of clouds. Wonder how the weather changed at our destination. So current conditions: broken 600, overcast 1100, 9 staged miles of visibility, no rain. Looks promising. And the wind is just 4 knots, so it's just the altitude wind that is kind of brutal. And regarding Simulator 2024, I actually got refund for now. You know, I will buy it when it's ready.
Meadows Field traffic, November 75600 is a Cessna Type 172, about 15 miles to the east of the airport, coming for a full stop landing on runway 30 left, Meadows Field traffic.
Sorry if there was a reply to my chat, then I didn't hear it because Suresh was making a call.
I asked if it's really this bad.
You know, when I got, like, you know, more ground speed than true airspeed in a headwind, you know, there is something fundamentally wrong, you know, with the sim. So I can forgive, you know, visuals not loading and so on, but I cannot forgive this one.
Yeah. I feel justified now for not getting it. Guess I'll just wait for half a year.
Yeah.
Like all my add-on planes are not ported yet anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Another thing is, when I was trying it out, I was trying to keep the current weather but change the time of day, and apparently it's not possible. So if you change time of day to something in the past, few hours past, it will also load weather from that time, which is kind of logical, right? For like simming, if you want to fly like offline, but if you want to fly online, then it's kind of a no-go.
Yeah.
And I can understand, you know, that there will never be that kind of a weather, you know, during the day as there is during the night, right? Thermals and whatnot. But still, it should be an option.
Yeah.
You know, make the daylight, you know, just visual, basically.
I agree, because the night lighting in so many airports is just so bad. It's just pitch dark. That's not what airport lighting looks like.
Well, actually, if from what I
Or is
read,
it?
from what I read, I don't have any real life experience, you know, flying in the night. Then the airport is actually the black hole usually.
Huh.
If it's inside a city, for example, then the city will be lighted much more than the airport.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm talking about the while taxiing.
Oh.
I think, in my opinion, in FS 2020, it's really dark on most airfields, even if it's busy.
Okay.
Like as if they don't have any floodlights anywhere.
Yeah.
As it's a matter of placing a floodlight, but I guess they couldn't do it in an automatic way. So just many fields are just dark now.
Yeah. I don't know. I also tried, you know, flying around my my home, and I have a feeling that it looks worse than 2020. But it might
Worse.
be, yeah, it might be my personal, you know, preference or something. I don't know. But hard to say. Let's wait for it to mature a little bit, and then we'll see.
Let it age a bit.
Yeah, performance-wise, it was nice because, you know, it really used more CPUs. So that's good.
Cool.
I mean, more cores, but I don't have more CPUs. But yes, but that's about it. You know, I will survive with 2020 for now.
Yeah.
Okay, I will now be silent because I'm just 7 miles from Lake Hughes, and I believe I will need my full concentration henceforth.
Sounds good. Me too. I really do need it.
Alright, so let's try to sync, flying straight and level to one. Okay, so let's move it just maybe like that. Okay. I'm on the radio, very close. Then I will make a right turn to 305 and still stay at 10,000 feet all the way to Ipwen. Alright, yeah. And then I will turn right again on the Gorman 3 forward radial. Okay, I don't want to. Is this? Oh, there is some aircraft probably flying. Okay, let's try to align a little bit. We'll pull back the, pull in the carb heat for now. Fuel wise, I still have more in right tank, so I strongly believe I will finish the flight on right tank, but we'll see. Okay, now I need to maintain. I'm very close to the VOR, so it will get real sensitive from now on. Already turn my heading indicator, heading knob to something like this, so I know where to turn roughly. And I have tuned at 305 here on my second radio. Say that I will start slowly turning already. Half a rate turn should do it. just towards the west for now. Until I intercept. Also turn this one to 305. Okay, not intercepted. The second radio already prepared for 344. But okay, let me just intercept. But I will also need to make sure that I tune in the second radio to it, like to the Gorman 1. But for now, I should fly like 22 miles on this one, so I will keep tuned also into my second. There is navigation radio number 2. I'll keep Lake Hughes tuned in there because I want to get the DME out of it. So what ground speed are we doing right now? 104, okay. It's like 40 knots headwind or something like that. So time was around 43. About the weather at our destination. We have the weather from 2110 Zulu, which was actually 3 minutes ago, and we have overcast 900 feet, light rain, and 9 statute miles of visibility, altimeter 3011. So actually 3011, so at least altimeter 30 already set 011. Overcast 900. All right. To descend a bit, so let's pull the power a bit. Six miles.
Meadows Field traffic, November 75600 is joining the left downwind for runway 30 left, Meadows Field traffic.
Still have not captured the radio. Let's turn it a bit more to the left. Had my landing lights on all the time, so turn them off right now. Okay, intercepting slowly. We're actually running parallel to it, would also cause this needle to kind of act like I was intercepting, because the angle, my kind of off-course angle, would get lower as I fly farther from the station. We're 10 miles from Lake Hughes, so 12 more roughly before we can intercept the radial from Gorman Vortac. The weather at our destination, we will be landing somewhere there. So into the soup we go. Actually, it should be, according to probably someplace there, yes. We'll see what the weather would be like at the time we arrive.
Meadows Field traffic, November 75600 is turning base on runway 30 left. Meadows Field traffic.
Okay, so slight increase of power. We have descended to 10,000 feet. And we are almost on course. Fuel still a little bit more in the right, so keep using that. Otherwise, all is in green. Carb heat is off now.
Meadows Field traffic, November 75600 is turning final on runway 30 left. Meadows Field traffic.
Right. 10 more miles. Ground speed 114. Let's add a little bit of power. We started descending. Probably some downdraft there. Started descending quite a lot. So let's put the power in. Started descending a little bit more. Probably some downdraft there. So let's just pull up. Let's try to accelerate back. I think we can switch our nav to 116.1, which is Gorman. We are getting a signal. DME 6 nautical miles, that sounds about right. Should be at 9 nautical miles at Ipwen. We'll be watching for it here to intercept the course. Okay, we are losing power, so I'm thinking carb heat on. Now we are getting power back, so I believe that we got some carb ice. Now I don't need to pull back anymore. So let's fly it with carb ice on. For now. We are back at our indicated airspeed from before. We're doing 51. Throttle is full forward. RPM 2000. Like 51% of brake horsepower, which is good. Now I can even let go of the throttle a little bit.
Meadows Field traffic, November 75600 is clear runway 30 left. Meadows Field traffic.
Looks nice, it's nice there to the left. Time for some photo. Drifted just a little bit. Okay, we are almost on course. We'll be turning to 344. Obviously not all the way because we have some wind to contend with. But we are at Ipwen. Almost. And since it is just a small turn, I will wait. Maybe now. And we can descend to 9,000 feet, so we'll start descending. Carb heat is on. Let's get down a bit. In the meantime, on my first radio, I will tune in the ILS. Okay. Really go down. So my first radio 119.111.9er. I will also put it into the standby on my second radio, because I would like to have a DME reading afterwards. So 344 here, we are still to the right a little bit. Let's actually fly 344 and I believe wind will push us onto the correct course. We'll see. We don't have any signal yet from the ILS, but we'll tune it to 301. Yes. At 12 DME, at 14 DME we can go below 9,000 feet. We get an ILS frequency. Yes. We are not at 14 DME yet, so let's arrest our descent. And we have now drifted to the right of the correct course. So let's get back. 14 DME, we can go down to 4,800. And we should get there fast, because at faster okay, it will then be another 7 miles, so we don't need to descend like crazy, but let's say not to delay too much. So now we are flying on the 344 radial out of Corman. We can descend to 4,800 feet, and at DME 28 or so we should be getting we should be intercepting the localizer. So we are still slightly to the right, but very slightly. So I guess we are converging with this heading, so let's use that. We'll tune on my landing lights and fuel pump goes on. Regarding fuel tanks, I still have more in the right tank, so let's keep using the right tank. Now the consumption is less. And at Fasto it's 15 miles from the touchdown. Yes. Okay, we are now on course, and so let's correct a bit. Maybe like this. We'll see if... oh my, it froze. And now it unfroze. Funny how we get a glide slope signal already here. I want to descend faster. We're way too high. If we need to descend a little bit more, then we can still use the holding pattern at UPEX to get down a bit. So we'll see how we manage, if we need that or not. But for now, let's pull the power. Carb heat is on. And let's actually increase RPM a bit. That will help us with air resistance or drag. Now we need to go to the right more. Now we started descending. That's more like it. Let's try to fly that. We're basically already on the published approach, so I'm gonna use the approach plate for now. From now on. And I can descend all the way to 4,500, so assuming I've been cleared for the approach.
Battlefield traffic, November 36 Foxtrot, type Kodiak, 6 mile final runway 30 right, Battlefield.
Battlefield traffic says when I tangled off about 8 miles final for 30 Meadows Field.
Okay, still on course, or slightly left of it. Be capturing this ILS pretty soon.
Battlefield traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, 2 mile final runway 30 right, Battlefield.
Be getting on the ILS pretty soon.
Battlefield traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, short final runway 30 right, full stop landing, Battlefield.
Now I get the signal. and I can go down to 2,500.
Traffic is 1 Tango Golf about 3 miles. Final 30 right, Bakersfield.
Meadows Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche on a 1-3 mile final for runway 30 right, Meadows Field. Okay, and now we are in the clouds and we need to go down. All the way to 2,500. Oh, we stopped descending. At 7.6 we have UPEX, which is our initial, like, final approach fix, actually.
Bakersfield traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, runway 30 right, vacated, taxiing to parking, Bakersfield.
And Bakersfield traffic, Cessna 19 Tango Golf, short final, runway 30 to Bakersfield.
Okay, I will put my landing gear down and slow us down a bit. Okay, 2.5, and now waiting to intercept the glide slope. Landing lights on, yes. Meadows Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 6 miles final, runway 30 right, Meadows Field. Okay.
Meadows Field traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima on a 12-mile final for 30 right, Meadows Field.
Okay, glide slope intercepted. We're going down. Decision altitude 700 feet. Flaps 1. Full throttle, sorry, full RPM.
And Bakersfield traffic, November 19 Tango Golf, runway 30 right, vacated Bakersfield.
Seems like the wind is changing all the time.
Bakersfield traffic, November 19 Tango Golf, crossing 30 west, Bakersfield.
To go a little bit more up. We'll use that to slow down. Can see runway lights. See the runway. Flaps 2. We'll be landing with flaps 2 today. Actually, flaps 3. Meadows Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 3-mile final, full stop, Meadows Field. Okay, full flaps. Carb heat off. Gear is still down.
Meadows Field traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima on a 5-mile final for 30 right, Meadows Field.
Meadows Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 30 right is vacated, Meadows Field. So, where do we park? We have fuel, transient GA, parking FBO, right. Oh, others are on the other side of the airport. Let's see if we have anything there. Fire station, west side hangars. Oh, there are no parking spaces there. I'm not going there. I guess I'll go towards the caravan. Yeah. Okay. 1 hour and 10 minutes of flying.
Meadows Field traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima is vacated 30.
Okay, let's park it here. All right. So, guess this was an interesting flight. So let's see. Show departure procedures. We flew. Well, actually, this one. And then show arrival. Yes. And obviously no transition. Okay, so this one. Okay, so how we did. So on departure, which one was departure? Yeah, that one. So the wind was actually blowing us all the way here. So we needed to correct and never actually fully got, maybe here we fully got on the radial. Then I believe this was a nice turn, right? So initiated just in time, and then we flew that one to Ipwin, striking to Fasto, and then getting to ILS. So from that perspective, I'm quite satisfied. And yeah, it was an interesting flight. Managed to do it. I hope that you also enjoyed it. And hello, Tyler Z Gamer 5. Sorry, only now I see the chat. I'm not looking at the chat while flying, obviously. So sorry for that, but welcome. And with that, I would like to say farewell. Because that's it for today, and hopefully we'll be able to see each other and everyone else next time in a week. So have a nice time, happy flying, and safe flying. Bye bye.